This killer kidnaps this girl and cuts her with a sharp knife. But then he sees that the girl is neither scared nor crying. Seeing this, the killer thinks of cutting her with an even bigger knife. Seeing such a big knife, the girl starts laughing, to which the killer asks her angrily, "Why are you laughing?" To which the girl tells the killer that you can't kill me because my boyfriend will save me from you. This girl's name is Domini, who is waiting for her boyfriend to come to the station. But at the same time, a killer comes there, sprays Domini's face, and makes her unconscious. But she smiles before Domini is completely unconscious, because she had seen her blind boyfriend coming to the station. But when the killer sees that the guy is blind, he quietly picks up Domini and takes her away from there, which makes Gautam a little suspicious, and he calls out to Domini. In the same way, he finds Domini's ring here and there, which makes him believe that his girlfriend Domini is in trouble. Now let's know what happens next, friends. So the story begins from a deserted place, where the psycho killer of this story hangs a girl on the bed, ties her hands and legs, and without talking to her, he separates her head from her body. He takes her remaining body and puts it in a place. In the morning, this matter reaches the police. The police come into action and complete all the formalities and leave. Our hero Gautam also lives in this city, which he can't see, but he liked to listen to a radio jockey named Domini, and he used to listen to her show often. While listening to Domini, Gautam fell in love with her, but till now it was just one-sided love. Gautam knows very well when, at what time, where Domini is going to go, and what she will do next. That's why he keeps following her with the help of his friend Raj Nikam. Meanwhile, following Domini, he reaches a wedding. Gautam sings a song and tries to impress her. In a little while, he proposes to Domini, but Domini rejects his proposal in the beginning. But after Gautam's many requests, Domini tells him that okay, fine, tomorrow I am going to a place. If you find out about that place and meet me there, then I will accept your proposal. I will also accept that you truly love me. Also giving him a hint, she tells Gautam to listen to tomorrow's program carefully. The next day, Gautam listens to Domini's program on the radio carefully. On the other hand, Domini was waiting for Gautam at a railway station at night, because she was sure that Gautam would definitely come. But even after waiting for a long time, Gautam does not come. And in return, that psycho killer comes there, who sprays on Domini's face and makes her unconscious. But before she becomes unconscious, Domini sees Gautam coming there, and a smile comes on her face. As soon as Gautam comes to Domini, he smells her perfume. Gautam walks towards the bench, calling out to Domini. But the mindless psycho killer very calmly lifts Domini on his shoulder and leaves in front of Gautam. This scene is going to give a much more bone-chilling experience than it sounds. Anyway, Gautam thinks that something is wrong here, so he calls the police and calls them here. And what happened? He tells them that the same psycho killer has kidnapped Domini. At the same time, that psycho killer was ready to bring Domini to one place and cut her limbs. That's when he sees Domini's face, on which there was no fear of any kind. In fact, she was smiling backwards. The killer asks her, "Why are you smiling? And why is there no fear on your face?" Domini tells him that it is my birthday exactly 7 days from today, and if I do not reach Gautam by my birthday, then he will find me from anywhere. Hearing all this, the killer does not kill Domini and accepts her challenge. After a while, the killer goes out and books a prostitute and brings her here unconsciously. Instead of Domini, he ties her hands and legs and separates her head from the body. After doing all this, the killer tells Domini that when Gautam will come here looking for you, then I will cut his head and put it in your hand, and I will cut your head and put it in his hand. The next day, the killer throws the body of the prostitute outside. Soon, the police also reach there. Police officer Muthu tells the commissioner that Domini's father has confirmed that this body is not Domini's. After hearing about the body, Gautam also reaches there, and from the smell, he also understands that this is not Domini. Gautam immediately goes to a psychiatrist named Sushila. He goes and tells her that Domini is still alive. Dr. Sushila tells that this should not happen, because the killer kills and leaves the girl who has been kidnapped. Then what was the difference in Domini's case? The psychiatrist encourages Gautam and says that the police have been chasing her for 1.5 years, but still could not catch her. Maybe this time you can catch her. But still Gautam goes to the police commissioner to ask for help. At the same time, a constable named Akbar tells him about an ex-police officer named Kamla who had worked on this case before. After finding out about Kamla, Gautam immediately goes to her house and tells her everything about Domini. But Kamla refuses to let him come here. Also, she starts calling him nameless. Actually, in an accident, Kamla lost both her limbs. After that, she was handed over to a wheelchair. Getting angry at this, Gautam slaps her and leaves from there. On the other hand, the police also reach the area of that prostitute and start interrogating a woman. The woman says that last night Ronnie had called me and told me that she was with her customer. Her customer was taking her somewhere in a nice car. He looked good too. By collecting such information, the police find out that the killer is a rich man. He is about 28-30 years old. He must have 1 or 2 luxury cars. Anyway, that same night, Kamala goes to Gautam's house with her mother. This time, she had decided that she would help Gautam. And now, she won't let any girl die. Kamala says that first of all, we have to gather all the information about this case, which is with the CID now. That's why we have to get all the information from there. Actually, she had worked on this case a year and a half ago. That's why she knew where the evidence and details were kept. With Kamala's help, Gautam reaches the CID's office. When Gautam was about to open the closet, a man grabs him from behind. That's when Muthu comes to the office to get his house keys back. Muthu has a little doubt, but there was no one there. After Muthu's departure, we find out that there was another person in the office, Akbar, and he had hidden him. Constable Akbar, with the help of Gautam, gives him a Xerox copy of all the detailed papers. Anyway, when Kamala takes the details home and studies them, she finds out that a total of 14 girls have disappeared. 4 of them are prostitutes, and the rest of the girls were quite successful in their field. Similarly, the girl who was kidnapped, she disappeared from the road in broad daylight. Gautam goes to all the victims' homes with the police team and asks about the kidnapping. Everyone said that their daughter disappeared on the way home. After hearing all this, Gautam goes everywhere where these girls were last seen. Gautam notices that there is one thing common in all crime scenes, which was a dustbin. With this, Gautam and Kamala understand that when that girl was going back to her home, she must have seen something near the dustbin. That's why she must have stopped her car and got off. When he asks the children playing nearby, he finds out that our child had seen a puppy in the hand of a girl named Rupa. With this, Gautam and Kamala predict that first the killer must have bought a cute puppy and must have brought it and left it near the dustbin. Then when the girl must have stopped her car after seeing the puppy, then the kidnapper must have said that this dog is mine, please bring it and give it to me. And as soon as the girl goes to him, he somehow makes her unconscious and kidnaps her. The next day, the kidnapper is about to kidnap a new girl with the same planning. But he can't succeed in this because yesterday Kamala and Gautam tweeted on Twitter and told everyone that wherever they see a dog, they should stay away from it. That's why this girl didn't get trapped in the trap of the killer. As soon as he found out about the tweet, the killer went to the hacker and asked him to delete this post. And after the work is done, he kills this hacker too. On the same night, the killer also kidnaps that girl who had escaped from it this morning. The killer brings that girl to him and kills her again. But this time he cuts the girl's head, brings her body, and sends a message outside Gautam's house, which read, "Advance happy birthday." Gautam gets a strange smell from that girl's body. That's why he tells Raj Nayakam to bring a white and black pig. Raj Nayakam does the same, and he brings both the pigs in front of him. Gautam tells Kamala that he was getting a white pig smell from the prostitute girl who had died before this. They all go to the pig farm one by one and start digging, but they don't see such a young owner in any pig farm who matches the killer's appearance. Meanwhile, Muthu finds out that Gautam and his team are going to the pig farm to interrogate. Because Muthu had put a man behind Gautam, Muthu goes to a pig farm like this. And coincidentally, the owner of the farm is the killer whom he was still looking for. The killer gets scared when he sees the police here and injects the police officer and makes him unconscious. After this, we see the police officer locked in his room in which the killer used to carry out all his activities. When the killer is not there, Damini wakes him up and tells him to run away from here. But Muthu says that he won't be able to do it. In a little while, that psycho killer comes to Muthu and kills him as well. Similarly, after investigating all the pig farms, Gautam and his team don't find any evidence. But Kamala had complete faith that the killer would be present in one of these pig farms. Gautam is very sad when he doesn't get the results and decides to stay alone at home tonight. After a while, the psycho killer's car arrives there. Gautam understands that this is the killer's car, so he deliberately leaves his house and goes to the car with a cactus plant in his hand. Meanwhile, Raj Nayakam, who is standing far away, starts following the killer's car with his car. There is a long chase between the two. Unfortunately, Raj Nayakam is killed by the killer. The killer calls Gautam from Raj Nayakam's phone and tells him that he will kill Damini on her birthday. Gautam finds out about Raj Nayakam the next day. He is very sad to hear this, but Raj Nayakam was his eyes. Along with this, a true friend as well. The post-mortem doctor gives Gautam his belongings and tells him that the killer has cut his little finger and taken it with him. After seeing all this, Gautam tells Kamala and her mother that he will not run after the killer anymore. Kamala gets very angry with this and says, "If you had to give up so soon, why did you throw me out of the darkness? Why did you have to give me hope? It was all my fault that I trusted you. If I hadn't fallen down the stairs of the college at that time, I would have solved this case alone today." After hearing this college thing, Gautam and Kamala directly go to the college where Kamala had come 1.5 years ago. Actually, a student was also murdered here. In that regard, Kamla had come here. After checking the CCTV footage, a suspicious man is seen who was sitting with his mouth hidden. Kamla and Gautam meet the foreign principal immediately. They ask him, who is this person who is sitting next to you in this video? The principal tells him that I don't know who that man was, but I can say that he was a left-handed person because he had also taken popcorn from my left hand. Also, his right hand was in his pocket during the entire function. Knowing all this, one thing strikes Gautam's mind suddenly, and he immediately goes and checks Rajnakam's belongings. This makes it clear to him that the killer does not have a small finger in his right hand. Actually, this was a clue that Gautam's friend had left for him. When the killer had come to Gautam's house, that's when Gautam had taken a measurement of his car. With the help of this, he inquires in the companies that make different cars. And finally, he gets success. A car company tells him that, exactly as you said, there is a man named Angulimal, whose name is a hotel and a pig farm. After finding the killer, Kamla and Gautam go to the same pig farm. But there they find out that Angulimal has just gone out. Taking advantage of this opportunity, Gautam starts investigating his office. In this search, Gautam finds a map which he brings and shows to Kamla. The scene shifts from here, and we once again see the same scene. Let's see Damini in this closed room. Damini sees a woman who has been imprisoned here for many years. When Damini asks, she says that my name is Rachel. Rachel was Angulimal's teacher. Angulimal grew up in an orphanage. In childhood, Rachel had punished the killer. Angulimal is taking revenge from her today. On the other hand, Kamla puts matchsticks on the map and makes it easy for Gautam to understand the map. Gautam also remembers the map with the help of his fingers. Gautam and Kamla decide that they will go and get Damini out of there. Kamla points to the direction and Gautam drives. Angulimal brings Damini to one place and puts her on a chair. And in front of her is his teacher Rachel. Actually, Angulimal recreates the incident that happened in his childhood. His teacher Rachel had punished him for masturbating in his childhood. That day, the teacher used to beat him 60 times a day. Angulimal begs in front of his teacher that, "Teacher, forgive me. I made a mistake." After this drama, Angulimal was now preparing to kill Damini. That's when Damini asks him a question, that who was the dead body of the policeman? This time, Angulimal tells him that when I was being arrested and taken to the juvenile home, he had done something wrong to me. That's why I killed him. Gautam and Kamla also reach that place. As soon as they enter, the alarms in the factory start ringing. Knowing this, Angulimal is about to kill Gautam. That's when the power cut occurs in the area. Actually, Kamla's mother had cut the lights of this area. In the dark, Angulimal starts looking for Gautam. Angulimal calls Gautam and says that I lost and you won. Either I will kill you or you kill me. That's when Gautam appears and Angulimal stabs him in the stomach and injures him. Gautam also gives an electric shock and makes Angulimal unconscious. As soon as he becomes unconscious, Gautam ties his hands with chains. After that, Gautam finds Damini and opens her arms and legs. And when they are running away from here, Angulimal shouts loudly that, "Teacher, please don't leave me alone. I don't want to be alone." Hearing all this, Damini throws the key at him. When Angulimal moves forward to get the key, his teacher Rachel picks up the key and swallows it. Angulimal goes to her, tears her stomach, and frees himself from the chains. By the time he came out of the room, Damini, Gautam, and Kamla had already left. The next day, the police put Damini in front of the press. When Damini is asked, she gives her statement that I did not see any psycho killer in that person. In fact, I saw a small child who had been left alone by everyone, and the benefit of his loneliness was taken. If I had been his mother or sister, then maybe he would have got so much love that he would never have become a psycho killer. In this way, she shows her sympathy. This interview was also seen by Angulimal. He understands that now someone has made him understand. Someone saw me with the eyes of love. By accepting his mistake and defeat, Angulimal jumps from a mountain and kills himself. And with this story ends here. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you can watch more videos like this. Thanks for watching.